was actually last year. I woke up one day and I was washing my face and I found a white hair about right here. So I'm 31 years old, so I'm about to turn 32. I'm not sure if it's normal to have white hair at this age, but yeah, I was just not ready for it, and I probably panicked, and that led me to a huge mistake. So I went to see my hairdresser in Vancouver. That's where I lived back then. And I dyed my hair blonde. So, well, I asked my hairdresser to dye it blonde, and I was thinking that dyeing it blonde could be a solution to solve the one white hair one. Obviously, that was incredibly naive and pretty much stupid. But I went ahead with it anyway. So, in the middle of the session, well, he would have to bleach it, right? Because, blonde doesn't go on black. So he would have to bleach it, and in the middle of the session, he said, you need to come back the second time because one session of bleach is apparently not enough for what I'm asking for. So I was not told this prior to me arriving to my appointment, and because I don't want to spend a crazy amount of money, obviously, on my hair. It's, we need to live a humble life and we shouldn't spend so much money. But I was told that it would be like about almost $250 or 300 something dollars for this session to get it bleached, and you can only imagine how I must felt when I was there and in the middle of session, and he tells me that you need to actually come back for the second round and another round of bleach. So I'm thinking to myself that the first session is already costing $300. So what would be the second section cost? Session. And he said maybe like less than $200, which later on turned out not $200. It was actually a lot more. I believe I paid like $270 or something for the second session of bleach, which is crazy. And later on, I turned out like, I don't know, it just, when I went home with blonde hair, I can't say that I loved it. I just can't say that. It just, maybe I'm just so used to being like always black hair, and it's just very hard for me to see myself blonde, and maybe it's just like an idea that I had in my own head, and I thought maybe if I dye my hair blonde, maybe I'm going through a midlife crisis, so maybe it's something to try. And while I'm still young, So I was not happy about it, and then after 2 sessions of bleaching my hair, which is terrible now, I didn't like it, so I went back to see him after the lockdown. Like, his salon was back in business, and I immediately booked an appointment and trying to go there and dye it to like a darker color, just at least a brunette. So, little spoiler here that I'm actually going to dye it back to black, even though this doesn't look that bad, right? But to add up all together, it cost me over $600 to, do hair. And it was bleached twice, and the ends were terrible. And I was very upset with myself about spending so much money on hair. It just is not worth it. Like, I'd rather spend $600 to buy like a GoPro or something, or even like study a course or something, to invest in myself and learn a new skill, or like upgrade an equipment for, my YouTube hobby. But it's not the case. So the reason why I went, and I would use the word scam, because it's just like, if he had told me at the beginning, like before I even booked my first appointment, to go there and to bleach my hair twice and later on dye it back to this color, like I wasn't even blonde for that long, like for probably 6 months maybe, and not even 6 months, it was like more like 5 months. And like, if I knew I was going to be blonde for 5 months and that's going to cost me over $600, I would have never signed up for it. Never. Because like, I try to live a humble life and not like too high maintenance or anything. That's very expensive. Well, I don't know where you live or what do you do, but $600 to spend on hair is way too much. It's way too much. Like, to me, the whole thing, like the whole job, should be done with just like maybe $200-300 maximum for the whole thing, and I have to go home and be pretty and all that, right? But and I mean, not to be pretty, I mean like happy with what I got, but it wasn't that case. Anyways, moving on with the story, is I got scammed by a hairdresser, and I'm not sure if how often does this happen to people, because why do they do that? Like, why don't they just tell you at the beginning, oh, you need to come to see me 3 times, and this is gonna cost you this much each time, and then I can do the math, right? And I would be more well informed. But I kept going to this hairdresser because I've known him for so long, like since 2015, when he was just like a student at a hair school, and I let him practice on my hair from the beginning. Like, he often needed someone to come to his school and practice doing something, and with a teacher there to supervise the process. And I really cherished our friendship, and went shopping, and I had a car back then, and we were to drive around and go to dinner and keep each other's company, that kind of stuff. We really were good friends, and because of that, over the years, I just considered him as my friend. So he basically took advantage of my kindness, I suppose, because I'm a very loyal person. Like, I don't have a lot of friends, but the ones I have, the ones I had, I was very, very loyal to them. So like once you become my friend, I will give you anything, like everything. I'll do anything for you, and that's what I did with him. And I said to him that you're going to be my hairdresser for however long that I'm going to be living here in the same city. So and I kept going to him because I don't trust anyone else, right? So I kept going, and every time I need a haircut or anything I need to do with my hair, I would go to see him only, and I think he really took advantage of me. And I do want to talk about why I really stopped, like what made me really stop being friends with him was the very last time I went to see him. It was after quarantine, and I was telling him that, well, not after quarantine, we're still in quarantine. It was just like when his salon was reopened, and he told me, because I told him I'm not happy with me being blonde. I think it's too much for me. It's very strange. It's very strange for me. And my boyfriend really didn't like it either. He was like, "You were just like a changed person." Like, I felt like I wasn't dating my girlfriend anymore. Anyways, that's a side comment. So he said, the salon is back in business, so you can come back to like dye your hair darker or something. So I went, and as usual, I would check with him, like, how much would it cost me to come to see you, because it's been costing me a fortune to just bleach it, and I'm not even happy with my hair. So he told me it's going to be like a toner, and it's gonna be like a toner. It's not permanent dye, and it's gonna be like $50. And I said, okay, it's gonna be $50 plus tax, right? It's not gonna be anything else. And he said, yeah, just gonna be that. And I went there, and then I was still treating him as my friend. I was catching up. I was telling him a lot of private life, like personal life, and how things went during quarantine, like how's my mental health and all that kind of stuff. Like, I really genuinely opened up to him about things, because I've been locked up with my boyfriend in the same apartment since March till, I don't know, now. And then he was basically like the first human being that I've seen and hang out with after all this time of not seeing anybody. So it was like I was excited to go see him because I thought he was my friend. And then he just was, I would say, probably fake. I would just say maybe the word fake is very appropriate in this situation. So what happened is he did his job, and he applied the toner, and he let me sit there for about like 10-15 minutes. I'm not even sure if that's long enough. because obviously it was way darker when he did it, and now it's like this really light color, and I don't even know what happened there. It's supposed to be dark brown. And after he washed my hair, I went back to the chair, and I said, "Oh," and then he said, I have another client coming right after you. I don't have time to blow dry your hair." And I'm like, "Okay." And then, outside the window is like raining a little bit. In Vancouver it's always raining there, and it's like windy and everything. It's not the best weather. And I thought he's going to just at least try the top part, like here, just so I don't go outside and I get sick, right? Like, I don't know if a lot of people do that, but for me, I never go outside with like fresh washed hair, wet, like just wet hair, like without any kind of drying. He barely dried it with the towel, and I said, "Oh, if you can just dry the top part here, just so just the top part, and then I'll just go home. I'll go straight home. I'm not going anywhere." And he just grabbed my hair tie, and he just pulled my hair all the way back, and he just tied it, and then he just let me go. And I basically left the hair salon. Just mind you, it's actually like a kind of a fancy hair salon, which I don't care about. I only go there to see him because he's my friend, and I trust him with my hair, and I give him my business, and I never went to another hairdresser since 2015. And then he really let me down, like so much. I cannot believe, like, has anyone out there has been out to a hair appointment and then you left the salon with wet hair and have just a hair tie and tying on the top? Like, I look like I don't even know what words to explain to describe how I felt being letting out of the salon, a hair salon with wet hair. Not even the top didn't even dry, just the top part. Like, that's how humiliating it was. And my boyfriend's mom is a hairdresser, and she's been a hairdresser for like 50 years or something. And when we told her what happened to me, she was like completely speechless, because she's like, she can't imagine how bad that was, because she would never let a client leave with wet hair. Like, I get the part that you don't have time to blow dry my hair, or maybe even that was a lie as well, because God knows if he actually has another client coming, or just because I'm not paying for blow dry, because I asked you the quote and you could just tell me, right? If you were really my friend, you could have just told me, yes, the toner costs $50, but if you want to dry your hair, it's going to be $40 additional, and in total it's gonna be, after tax and everything, it's gonna be $100. Like, I would really appreciate if he just told me that, instead of letting me sitting in the chair. And mind you that I actually know all his coworkers, because I've been going there since 2015. So everybody saw me left with wet hair. Like what is that? like who treats their client like that? What, just because I didn't want to pay for the drying the hair for real? And then I'm supposedly your friend, and you let me out without even trying just the top, just to make sure that I'm not sick, like, that I don't get sick. It's like with all this corona stuff going on, and you're letting me out with wet hair. It's just after that I just completely realized what's going on here. Is I realized that I was never his friend, and he just basically scammed me, and he took advantage of my kindness and my loyalty, and the way that I cherish friendship so much. And he just kind of, like, he knows I'm not going to another hairdresser, and he knows that I have known him since he was like a hairdresser student. And on his Instagram pages, at the beginning of the pages, all pictures of me, because he was practicing on my hair so much, so he takes pictures of me, right, to show his work, to build a clientele. And I really have been there to help him, and often enough that he need like a person to come in so he can do like a class in the salon. They sometimes have that in the evenings, and I would go there after work with, like, using my own personal time for him to practice on my hair. And he did all sorts of crazy things that I wouldn't necessarily walking out of the salon like that. It was just like those creative hairstyles were for like pictures, but not everyday life. It's more for art. And then I've been, helping him and everything. Just I just don't want to make this video to just bash about what happened, but I want to share this story with you to share with you what lesson I learned from this experience. It's just like, what I learned is always do your research and know what's the reasonable price for a service or a product that you're buying, so you don't get scammed. And number two is I don't even want to say it, but you just can never trust people, can you? Just sometimes we really need to reevaluate friendships with some people, because sometimes they really don't treat you as the way you treat them. But from my end here, I have no regrets, because I genuinely treated him as a friend, and I've given him all my business. My hair business, all this many years. I've done so many highlights. I've cut so many hair. I've done so much with him, and in the end, I was just a person on the list for him to call to book up his chair, to book up his schedule, to make appointments. I'm just a name on a piece of paper somewhere. Probably it's very sad that people are like that they treat you this way. So after I got home that day, I unfollowed him on all the social platforms, and I no longer talk to him anymore. It's just it was quite disappointing friendship. I just didn't expect this to happen at all. Please comment down below to let me know if something similar has happened to you before, and please don't give people the power to make you feel the way I did. Next time when I make friends, or just, want something from me, like having an agenda. And I highly doubt that he will watch this video, but if you are watching, God bless you. You need help. I wish you the best, but you cannot treat people like this. It's not right. Anyways, that's about it for today's story. Just a little bit of rumble about what happened with my hair. So because the ends was so bad, I had to cut it. So I was totally ready to have like long hair for the summer, but hey, just another summer, right? Life goes on and everything is okay. I'm alive, it's just my hair. And at the end of the day, I learned a lot from this experience, and that's the most important, right? We must simply carry on and be positive and learn from our mistakes. Next time I will definitely do my research and see who really deserves my time and my business, and so I don't go through something like this again.